Hello, everyone, and welcome to another review by yours truly, the movie man Dan. So, I just went to go see Equalizer 3, and I have to admit, and I must say, it is just like the other two, it is a really good, entertaining, fun action movie, just like the other two were. It's a good installment in this series of movies. If you don't like the other two movies, if you're not really hooked by now, then you probably won't like this one. But however, I will say this though, the tone, it's a lot. This definitely has a darker tone to it, and it's a lot more violent than the other two. Denzel Washington, however, is still a very good. He is still a very he's still very good in this role, a good, likable, tough action hero, and he also reunites with Dakota Fanning, who the two of them were in the movie Man on Fire I don't know how many years ago it was, but it was, I think, I want to say at least 20 years ago. I'm not really sure about that, but if you didn't see Man on Fire, I would definitely recommend that. They definitely, you could see, like, within their scenes, they definitely have really good chemistry. I thought that she was gonna have a much smaller role. She actually had a bigger role in this movie than I had originally thought. And it's like the story's pretty much the same story, pretty much set in a different setting in Italy. So, Anton Fuqua does a pretty good job. You could tell that he really likes making these types of movies with Denzel, because the two of them have collaborated on, Training Day and The Magnificent Seven, and I'm sure a couple other ones I'm forgetting, but I can tell the two of them really like working with one another. I would give this an 8.5 out of 10. But I'm not done yet. I actually got to meet Denzel Washington years ago. Let me see if you he was here in Pittsburgh filming. He wasn't in the movie, but he was producing Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and he is honestly one of the nicest people I've ever met. Such a nice, humble, genuine guy. Meeting him was probably one of the best moments of my entire life. And I wouldn't have done that thanks to the most loving, caring, and supportive father pretty much on the planet, my father. Dad, I love you very much. Yeah, so pretty much if either Denzel Washington or his son John David Washington are going to be in a movie, whether Denzel writes, directs, acts, or even produces, you can bet your ass I will do a review on it, because, after meeting him, he is just one of my favorite actors. He is pretty much one of my favorite actors. Whenever I met him, we talked about it. I told him some of my favorite roles of his, which include Training Day, the Equalizer, both of Equalizer 1 and 2, and a couple other ones that I thought were really good. Eventually, I'll probably do a ranking of all his films. So yeah, it was, I wanted to include that. I just thought that, that was probably one of the best things. That's probably one of the best days of my life. And it's because of my loving, caring, and supportive father that I got to meet him. So once again, thank you, Dad. I love you very much. Yeah, that pretty much wraps it all up. All right, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.